In today's episode, we're going to be reading some more concerning Reddit stories that are also super fun at the same time, and I hope you guys are excited. If you enjoy, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe if you want to. It's going to be a fun episode, so let's get straight into it. Enjoy, guys. Am I the a-hole for telling my fiance that I'll wear makeup for the wedding if he does? I, 26 female, don't wear makeup. I experimented with it as a teen, but I hate the way that it feels on my face, and I don't really see the point. My face is my face, and I think it's good the way it is. My fiance, 26 male, has never complained, and he's always said that I look beautiful without makeup. His mother and sisters think that it's weird, but no longer comment on it as I drew a very firm line in the sand about it early on. Why would they comment about that being weird? It's not weird. We're currently deep in wedding planning. I've picked out a dress and I'm making arrangements for a hairstylist and stuff like that for the big day. My mother-in-law said that she would call a friend of hers that is a wonderful makeup artist and would probably cut us a deal. I said no thanks, I wasn't planning on makeup for the wedding, as I never wear it. She tried to insist, saying that I would regret not wearing it when I saw the photos, but I held firm. I've seen myself in prom dresses and other fancy occasion pictures, and I've never once wished that I'd worn makeup. The most I'm going to do is get a spa treatment so that my skin looks its best. This upset my mother-in-law and she got my fiance involved. Oh my god, another mother-in-law that needs to mind their own business. He asked if I'd just wear makeup for the ceremony and the pictures. I told him I want to look at my pictures and see me. He said that it would still be me, just the best version of me, which pissed me off, not gonna lie. So I asked him if he was gonna wear makeup to look the best version of himself. He said no, so I told him that I'll make him a deal. The only way that I'd wear makeup is if he also wore makeup tit for tat in a masculine style. I wear lipstick, he wears lipstick. I wear foundation, he wears foundation. His can be completely neutral, but he has to wear it for the day and do the test run and everything the stylist wants. He said that I was being unreasonable but couldn't come up with a reason why the pictures would look better if I wore makeup, but not him. So he stormed off. Sister-in-law sent me a text saying that I was delusional if I think I didn't need makeup and to suck it up for one day. Oh my god. What sort of garbage family is this? Imagine feeling like you get to say that. Most of my girlfriends are on my side and world's best maid of honor is ready to throw hands, but some people do think it's usual to wear makeup for formal occasions and that I'm being precious about it. My brother thinks that my conditions were emasculating to my fiance. Am I the gay hole? Oh my god, get out of here. What are we reading? Great, we're reading about another fiance that can't stand up to his mum. I'm getting real tired of that. Another fiance not taking their partner's side. And the crap that the brother said, what are you talking about, brother? Pretty much don't listen to any of these people, OP. And the awful comment from the sister-in-law saying that OP was being delusional. The fiance doesn't sound that great. His mum and his sister sound bloody frustrating. Nah, get rid of all of them, OP. This comment says, your fiance said that you need to wear makeup on your wedding day to be the best version of you, and you're still marrying him? Yeah, but more so, it's the fact that he's not even backing OP up. Like, oh, I can't even think for a second that maybe my mum's wrong. Bro, come on. These spineless ass partners. Yeah, this comment, not the a-hole, and this is a red flag. Your fiance needs to apologize to you and tell his mother and his sister to back off, and your brother needs to get therapy for his fragile masculinity. Yeah, that comment from the brother was so random. Like, that just got thrown in there with everything else. It's got nothing to do with the fiance's masculinity, dude. The top comment says, not the a-hole. Also, be careful of doing a spa treatment or anything different to your face routine. The last thing you want is to break out right before your wedding. OP said, I do the same thing every other month, so I know it's safe. I just decided to schedule one right before the wedding because my skin feels amazing after, and I figured that I get a massage and some other things done for relaxation while I'm there. Yeah, the comment under that, F the makeup. You're about to marry a dude who lets the opinions of his mother and sister affect his relationship. Why do you need to appease his mother on your wedding day? Why are the demands and wishes of his mother and sister more important than yours? What's supposed to be the happiest day of your life? You're going to start your marriage with your fiance taking his mother's side instead of yours? Be prepared for your opinions to be pushed aside for your future monster-in-law once you start having babies. Good luck, OP, not the a-hole. Yeah, that's right. Screw the makeup. Do you want to marry this guy? And also, why is the makeup of all things what they're worried about and what he's worried about? Your wedding day's not about the makeup that you wear, dude. Yeah, no, you're not the a-hole, OP, and your fiance and his family are showing all sorts of red flags. What a way to start the episode. Story number 2. Am I the a-hole for telling my sister people did express concerns about her son and stepson before she got married, and she didn't listen? My sister's been married for 5 years. She has a 17-year-old son and a 17-year-old stepson in her home. The boys knew each other since kindergarten and they never got along. I remember my sister telling the rest of the family that she was called in and asked if she'd object to her son and the other child being buddied for a few weeks so that they could work out their issues. Sister said that was fine. They tried for 7 weeks or something like that. They were seat pals, each other's helper, and were given small jobs to do together to build a better dynamic, and it failed. The whole time they were next to each other, it was hell in the class. This dynamic did not let up. The two of them do not like each other. I personally do believe that they truly do hate each other. Then my sister and her husband started a relationship prior to them moving in together and also prior to the wedding. Many of us spoke to my sister about what a bad idea it seemed to be because the boys were not capable of getting along. She told us they'll have to once they're a family and that it'll do them some good. I asked her if she really did believe that and if she really wanted to live in a house where two members don't want to see each other ever. She told me that she loved her husband, then fiance, too much to end things or hold off on a marriage. She also told me she was going to convince her son to give her stepson a chance to be a friend if nothing else, that the kids clash in personality and they do have some shared interests so they can work it out. She didn't like when her dad took her aside before the wedding and warned her that it would end bad because of the boys. My sister and her husband have a son together now. He's also caught in the middle of both his half-brothers hating each other. We all became a witness to just how much these two do not want to be near each other. We witnessed fights and glares and all kinds of stuff. My sister's stepson lost his crap on her great aunt for calling them brothers. There was an incident a couple of weeks ago. My nephew lost a friend. He had been sick for a while and sadly passed away just before his 17th birthday. My sister and her husband wanted all 4 of them to attend the funeral, with their son together going to our parents. Her stepson didn't want to go, said that he didn't want to support my nephew and that he didn't care. He thought it was funny as hell how upset my nephew was. Oh, that's so sad. Said that he hated the dead kid too. While at the funeral, my sister and her husband were sympathizing with the boys' parents and expressed that both nephews and step-nephew said kind things about their son. They told my sister and her husband there was no way step-nephew said kind things about their son and that he shouldn't have been there. My sister said that it's humiliating to realize that other people are so aware of the bad blood. She then said that we never warned her and I corrected her and said that we did and she didn't even listen. She told me that we didn't try hard enough and how dare I say that we did enough? Am I the a-hole? Oh my god, no, you're not the a-hole, OP, and the bloody audacity of your sister. She told me that we didn't try hard enough to warn her. It's not your responsibility, and also you did. And also that awful stuff that her stepson was saying to your nephew. That's revolting. About their friend that died. Oh, that sucks. This comment says not the a-hole. My sister said that it was humiliating to realize that other people are so aware of the bad blood. She then said that we never warned her and I corrected her and said that we did and she didn't listen. She told me that we didn't try hard enough and how dare I say that we did enough? You did try. Then my sister and her husband started a relationship prior to them moving in together and also prior to the wedding. Many of us spoke to my sister about what a bad idea it seemed to be because the boys were not capable of getting along. She told us they'll have to once they're a family and that it would do them some good. And you need to remind her of this conversation, OP. She didn't like it when her dad took her aside before the wedding and warned her that it would end bad because of the boys. And also this conversation. Your sister and her husband are flaming a-holes though. Also, the stepson has to be pretty awful to say what they said. The comment under that says, it's also interesting to me that OP's sister thinks that those parents said that because of bad blood. Like the stepson isn't just a bully to people in general. And the comment under that says, this to me is the whole crux. The parents of the deceased kid knew about this stepson from their own son's experience. OP's sister will lose her own son over her choices. Yeah, that's such a good point too. The other family knew about the stepson. Yeah, so OP's sister did make the stepson go to the funeral. And that's heartbreaking, that last sentence. They told my sister and her husband there was no way that step-nephew said kind things about their son and that he shouldn't have been there. So even the family of the friend that passed away knew how mean the stepson is. But OP's sister is acting like she didn't know about that and then getting upset at OP for not warning her, which OP definitely did. No, you're definitely not the a-hole, OP, and that's so sad. This comment says, why would your sister force a kid to go to a funeral of somebody that he hated and laughed about being dead and then lie about condolences? She should be embarrassed. Yeah, the comment under that. The poor grieving parents had to deal with her lying ass and that crappy kid who hated their child who just died. Also, the sister could pretend to be one big happy family. Yeah. This comment says, not the a-hole. When your nephew turns 18, would you or his grandparents take him? And OP said, yeah, I think he'd go to my parents because he is very close to my dad, but I'd also happily have him live with me. Yeah, no, you're definitely not the a-hole, OP. Wow, the next one is interesting. Am I the a-hole for ignoring somebody's baby? I was in line today in a food court and to my left, waiting on their order, there was this kid in a stroller with what I guess had to be her grandma. The kid's stroller was facing me. She had this noisemaker thing clacking in her hand and that she was obviously using to get my attention. The grandma kept looking over at me and back at the kid, laughing like she expected me to join in on their fun. I kinda half nodded once at the grandma and just focused on the line straight ahead, and I kept my expression blank because, well, well, I just didn't have the bandwidth to feign interest in this kid, not after a long workday. Then I heard the grandma go, wow, effing miserable. And then she turned the stroller away from me. I wasn't rude, I didn't make any faces or say anything upsetting. I literally just didn't acknowledge them besides the little blank half nod directed at the grandma that was staring at me. So I don't know, I feel like I didn't do anything wrong, but I obviously pissed that lady off. So am I the a-hole? No, OP. Not even a little bit. The fact that she set that expectation up in her own head to the point that she would get that upset about it when you didn't play along. No, you're not the a-hole, OP. That's so wild. Yeah, the top comment, not the a-hole. You can't just rope in random strangers to be your grandkids' pop-up entertainment and or expect them to be ready to join in on your baby's cute moments. While strangers often do have a smile for babies, it's not owed. And Granny's entitled and rude comment directed at you was totally uncalled for because she has zero idea what's going on in your life. Yeah, 1,000,000%. Sorry I didn't smile. And also the goal to call you effing miserable after they said that to you for no reason. Like you're the one being super angry and negative for no reason, calling somebody effing miserable when they don't deserve it. Yeah, this comment too, not the a-hole. You're under no obligation whatsoever to engage with some random kid. Granny needs to chill. Yeah, the grandma's reaction was so out of line. Okay, post number 4. Am I the a-hole for ignoring my friend's phone calls after she invited herself, her spouse, her children, and her friends to my home for an impromptu barbecue without my permission? My friend is having a hard time with her spouse and really needs somebody to be there for her while they work through their issues. We only just recently reconnected after not speaking for 4 years. Now every time she calls, she asks me what I'm doing for the day or at that moment, and then invites herself, her family of 4, and some of her friends over to my house. Yeah, you need to not let them do that, OP. Example number 1 for clarity. Friday was her spouse's birthday. Monday she told me that her plan was to make him dinner. Then she calls me Friday morning asking me what I'm doing. I told her I was just watching a movie on my couch. Then she says, I know it's last minute, but I want to come over and barbecue at your house. She said the kids could play together and we could hang out and have some drinks. I hesitated initially and then I told her that I didn't really have a lot of meat here, nor was my home company ready. She responded that she would grab some more food and do all of the cooking. Then I said okay. I cleaned up a little bit and then I received a second call. She excitedly told me that she invited her guy friend and he may bring a friend for me to talk to, and a female friend of hers was also coming. No, they're bloody not coming over. Oh God, put your foot down, OP. I was so shocked that she was trying to throw a party, not just come over and hang out with just her family like she implied during the first call. Her family already was 4 people that I was not expecting, which would have made a total of 8 people, including my own children. I've only met 2 of the 3 people that she invited. She didn't ask if she can invite anybody else to my house or give out my address. Luckily, I got a call on the other line and I told her I'd call back. 2 hours passed by and she called me repeatedly. I decided to text her that something came up and I can't host a party for her husband. I didn't receive a response. I waited another 2 hours and then called her to see how the barbecue party was going. She told me she didn't even have the barbecue party. Like, what the hell? I asked her why she didn't ask her friends to come to her apartment since she has her own barbecue grill, and why didn't she at least go out to dinner like she planned originally. She didn't answer the first question, but said that she didn't want to spend a lot of money going out to eat. Am I the a-hole for making up an excuse to end a call and then ignoring all of her repeated calls to confirm? Edit. Thank you for all the replies. I finally just told her that I'm feeling used and that my house is not a place that she can throw parties or invite others to come to without my permission. She responded via several texts that she doesn't have to use anyone. Wow, okay, is this a friend, OP? Yeah, literally, the top comment, not the a-hole, this is a friend? Sounds like a parasite. She's using you for your place. There was a reason that you didn't speak. Is this friendship worth keeping? Yeah, 1,000,000%, and good on you for standing up to her, OP. I was really hoping that you would. Like the audacity too. Oh, hey, I'm coming over to your place and I'm bringing all my friends. No, you're not. The second top comment says your home is not a public venue that she can just invite anybody to. Not the a-hole. The comment under that says not the a-hole, just say no, sorry, that won't be possible. And there is a reason that you didn't talk to her for 4 years. I'd go back to no communication. Yeah, and especially with how they responded too, by saying I don't have to use anyone. They're not really understanding the issue, I don't feel like. Like maybe if you wanted to, you can try and have a conversation with them about it, OP. But yeah, if they don't even understand what they're doing wrong, and you don't feel like they're much of a friend, then yeah, maybe don't talk to them as much. There's a comment that says not the a-hole. My sister did this and then couldn't understand why she stopped being invited over. Like, yeah, you can come over. 2 other friends and your boyfriend, when you're still married, cannot. Wait a second, 2 other friends and your boyfriend when you're still married? Ew. Now we don't talk because I'm not supportive? It boggles my mind that in our 40s she had to be told how rude it was to do that when it's not your house. house. Yeah, they don't seem like much of a friend, OP. Good on you for standing up to them. You definitely have to do that more. But yeah, they sound super rude. And of course you're not the a-hole. She was completely trying to use you, OP. And yeah, don't let her. And I think that's enough for today. It has been a bit of a shorter episode today, but that's okay. It happens sometimes, and I'll be back tomorrow for a new episode anyway. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I've got a super cute, wholesome meme to show you before I go. He's probably thinking about how much he loves me, and then they start spooning. Aww, so cute, isn't it? Beautiful after the horrifying stuff that we've read today. And a beautiful, cute moment to end today's episode. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful time today. And if you did, make sure you let me know down below in the comment section, and also like and subscribe. And the comment of the day, goes to CL Hinton. I want to get in on the fun with trouble jokes. Why couldn't the pony sing in the choir? He was a little horse. Oh, that's actually funny. Thank you for sharing that in the comments. I really appreciate it. Seeing random funny jokes in the comments is so nice. And yeah, thank you for the support. I'll see you in the next episode, everybody. Make sure you look after yourself, and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And you know what I'm about to say because I say it every single day. Bye!